right! Welcome back to Dyl Bill!
Yeah!
Okay. This week on Dyl Bill, we are discussing the matchups for the week 4. Week 4, okay.
Yeah, week 4 and top 10 quarterbacks and the recap of week 3, too, we could talk about as well. Do you want to start off with matchups? Do you want to go to week 3 cap real quick?
We'll do a week 3 recap.
All right, what do you think the Falcons should do?
Rebuild.
You got to rebuild now, dude.
Trade Matt Ryan or something. I don't know.
You need to do something. Like, that head coaching job is not safe. It's not, because look, you blew 2 leads twice in 2 weeks. And you also had one in the Super Bowl.
I think they're
not a bad team.
Who's their coach, Dan Quinn?
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
He's good, but I mean, you're just choking. I don't know how Matt Ryan doesn't show up in the fourth quarter.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. We had to cut out a part of the segment. So sorry for the skip. Let's move on to the next point.
Nick Foles and Mitchell Trubisky. What do you got for that?
I can't say Nick Foles' nickname on the school podcast, but I love Nick Foles, and I always did. And I wanted the Cleveland Browns to sign up a couple years back. I think they need to get rid of Mitch Trubisky. He's been a bum his whole career. I'm sorry.
Yeah, did he really play that bad the other day?
Yeah.
You think?
He been playing bad his whole career. He made 1 Pro Bowl for no reason.
I do think that he was in a good position this year. His weapons aren't terrible this year. Allen Robinson
is top 5 receiver in the league.
If Mitchell Trubisky can go to a team with some good weapons, I think he'll be fine. Hey, it's not like bad. He's not good. But I don't think Nick Foles is any better.
I don't believe in Mitch. Nick Foles is a bridge quarterback anyway.
True. All right. What do you got about the Bengals and Eagles game?
The Eagles are butt cheeks.
The Eagles have no right of even being anywhere near the playoffs this year. There's no way. You can't be this bad.
Eagles are going 4-12.
Carson Wentz, everyone's like, he's the underrated quarterback. What has he done this year? He's proved to me that he's not even top 15.
I saw a stat. Russell Wilson can throw 45 straight incompletions and he'd still have a better QBR than Carson Wentz on the year.
Carson Wentz right now, I think he's like a 69.7.
Nice.
Yeah. I think that's his QBR this year. It's bad.
Less than that.
That's awful. There's no one under 70 besides him.
Yeah, put it into perspective.
You're letting Gardner Minshew, Dwayne Haskins, you're letting all those guys have better QBRs.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh my God, I just don't know.
Mitch Trubisky.
Okay, let's talk about Russell Wilson. Speaking of him, how does he look this year?
He's a beast.
You think he's MVP
now? Like the last 8 years, yeah, easily MVP.
I do think that he is the second best quarterback in the league behind Mahomes, baby.
There were rumors in 2018 that the GM of the Browns, John Dorsey, almost traded the number 1 pick in the fourth for Russell Wilson.
That would have been such a good trade.
And I would not have been able to handle myself.
Would you have been happy?
Yeah, I would have been happy.
I mean, is it really worth it? Who did you guys get that year? Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett?
I would trade Baker Mayfield and Denzel Ward for Russell Wilson straight up right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anyone would have.
I would still do it right now. He's 31.
He's so good.
Russ got 8 more years.
At least. And he's studied.
More than that.
He can run, too. He's just so versatile. He's good. All right, Mahomes. Let's talk about the Chiefs and Ravens game real quick.
The Ravens, they're not a bad team.
What is Lamar? Lamar got a new nickname for me. Lamar. Lamar. He doesn't come out for big games. He's not clutch.
His X factor on Madden is escape artist. He should have choke artist. Should be a choke artist.
As you can tell, we do not like Lamar Jackson because we are Steelers and Browns fans over here, and we do not like the Ravens.
I'm not gonna hate on Lamar though. I liked him since college in 2017. So
I like Lamar.
It wasn't exactly,
but I do think he's a tad bit overrated. Yeah. I don't understand how didn't he get number 1 for an NFL 100?
No,
yes, he did because Aaron Donald got 2, Wilson 3, Mahomes 4.
Yeah.
That was terrible. Bad take. Horrible take. That's just the worst take I've ever seen in my life. You lose to the Titans, which the Titans were good. They went to the AFC Championship last year, but are they really better than the 14-2 Ravens?
Watch them lose to Washington this week.
They probably will. Honestly,
that would be the best.
Oh my God! Their receivers are awful, though. I will admit, their receivers are so overrated. Mark Andrews is okay. He's good. Top 10,
not
probably.
For fantasy, for me, at 4 points.
I know. Dropped all those balls. Hollywood Brown.
He lost me my week because he dropped 3 passes.
Yeah, he dropped a touchdown.
And then he fumbled, too.
Yeah, he fumbled, too. It's just not a good look for the Ravens this week. The kryptonite for the Ravens are the Chiefs. And the Chiefs looked amazing. Mahomes was all over the place. That defense is a top 3 defense. And he just threw 450, 500 yards on them.
I love the Chiefs defense.
And their defense is good. They're not bad.
They have Frank Clark. Is that Frank Clark? Yeah, he's a monster.
They're good. All right. And the last one we're going to talk about is the Browns, the running game. What is your...
Not much to say. Best running game in the entire NFL. Maybe besides, like, Alvin Kamara carries the entire Saints, but...
Alvin
there's
Kamara.
no way.
Oh, we could talk about Alvin Kamara real quick, too. How good does he
40
look?
points.
He looks like his rookie year self. Like, he looks unstoppable.
Oh, I should have took him instead of Saquon Barkley in my fantasy
that's
draft.
not a good look right there. But I do think that Kamara... he's finally getting touches again. They didn't give him any last year. They gave the ball to Latavius Murray more than him. Come on. What's going on there?
But anyway, the Browns, this week against Dallas. Dallas has one of the worst secondaries of the entire NFL. The Browns are going to destroy Dallas on the passing, and then it's going to open up completely. Nick Chubb's going to run all over him. I already know it.
All right.
They have, I think it's the 10th.
Let's move on to our predictions this week. If you want to.
Tonight, Thursday Night Football, is the Broncos and the Jets.
And who's watching that game? Nobody.
That's almost worse than the Dolphins and the Jags. You have to go the Broncos, even with their 5th-string QB out there.
Yeah, you could put me out there and we'll be all right. I'm taking the Broncos.
It's going to be close, though. I can see Sam Darnold.
Dude, their defense is so good. Or sorry, the bell rang. It's not our fault. All right, dude, the Broncos' defense isn't bad. You see the teams they're going against right now? I mean...
Steelers, they put up a good game against the Steelers.
Exactly. I mean, their defense isn't terrible. And is it Cortland Sutton playing this week?
No, he's out for the year, ACL.
Oh, yeah. This will be a good game. We're going to be watching
I don't know.
I don't know if I won't be attending that game.
I'm going Broncos, but I can still see Sam Darnold. They have Jamison Crowder.
This is the game Sam Darnold has to prove himself against teams like this. This team is not any better than them, but...
Le'Veon Bell won't be back till next week.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the Colts and Bears. What you got going there?
Let me find them. I got the Colts. That's a weird matchup, though.
Give me Chicago.
That's either way. The Bears are 3-0, but I don't think they deserve to be 3-0. They should have lost to the Lions at least.
Dude, the Bears.
I think Nick Foles can do it, but I think the Colts...
Yeah, but Phillip Rivers...
The Bears O-line against the Colts D-line is not going to do good.
I agree with that, but I also do agree with that Phillip Rivers is playing... He's playing okay at most right now.
Phillip Rivers is a mediocre quarterback. He's top 15.
He's going to go against a good defense. Because their secondary is pretty good, and their linebackers are good too. I mean, Chicago got a good defense. They're a playoff team. It's hard to say too, but it's
I don't think Chicago's a playoff
You don't think so?
team.
I don't know.
I think they're frauds. They're imposters.
Okay. Browns, Cowboys.
Okay, biased, I put the Browns. But this is going to be 38-35, super high scoring, super close game like the Cowboys have had the whole year. The Cowboys' offense is easily top 5 offense in the league if they perform perfectly. Their defense is garbage. They got 40 put up on them by the Falcons. Who else did they play? I forget. They put... I don't remember who they played, but I remember they've put up 60 points in the last 2 weeks against
give me
okay offenses.
Dak Prescott.
I can see it. It's going to be 3 points either way, but I'm going the Browns just because their running game is going to... I already explained it. Odell's going to have a good... Either one of them, Odell or Jarvis Landry, are going to have a good game.
You think so?
And then Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are just going to... What they've been doing, Nick Chubb runs for 3 quarters, exhausts himself, and then Kareem Hunt is completely healthy in the 4th and just destroys and dismantles everyone's team. Whether it's passing or it's running, Kareem Hunt just completely bodies anybody's defense this year in the 4th quarter.
I'm going to take the Cowboys this game. I do think that they are a really tough team. I mean, they lost a close game to Seattle. I only think they lost by 7. Was it 38-31 or something?
All their games have been within 7 points.
And the Cowboys, it's just their defense. They need to step it up. And I do think they'll step it up this week because they're going to have a plan for the Browns, I think. And their offense looks amazing. This is the best their offense has looked since Des Bryant was there with Tony Romo and them, This is the best it's looked in a while. All right, Seattle and the Dolphins. I'm going to go with Ryan Fitzpatrick. No, give me the Dolphins. Seattle. Give me Seattle.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks.
Russell Wilson going to throw 7 touchdown passes probably this game.
I got Russell Wilson in fantasy football, so
You better be hoping for at least 30.
I'm very hyped.
Steelers, Titans won't happen.
Yeah, Steelers and Titans is postponed until
Week 7.
Future,
It's probably.
They were shooting for Tuesday, but it's not going to happen.
No way, because of the 2 more positive cases.
Yeah, make sure if any fantasy football players are listening to this for some reason, you need to bench all of your Titans and Steelers players.
Have to, and it's so sad
It's
because
pretty much a bye week.
It's terrible. And of course the Steelers play the Titans.
The Steelers have like top 10 in a wide receiver and a running back. And a QB, too.
I'm salty. We don't play this week. I'm very salty. I want to watch my team play, but, All right, Jacksonville and the Bengals.
I got the Bengals. The Bengals have been close in every game.
Give me the Bengals, too. The Bengals is offense. I mean...
They remind me of the 2018 Cleveland Browns is when a rookie QB, number 1, with like a good personality, came into a okay roster and completely carries the offense. It's the exact same thing. In the Browns, I think they went 7-8-1 that year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bengals are not going to get 7 wins. Maybe they'll get 5 or 6.
I think the Bengals they could debatably have at least 2 wins.
See, this year they're going to get
3. They could have beat the Browns that game. I mean, they could have, but they didn't. But
it was closer it was a lot of garbage time.
Who did they lose to? The Chargers?
That was a
heartbreaker. Because they missed a field goal. That was stupid.
Right.
And then they couldn't score on the Eagles because the Eagles' D-line was literally tearing them up because there's no O-line there from Cincinnati at all.
Right, so I am definitely going with the Bengals.
Give me the Bengals.
And I think the Bengals are going to put up like 30 points on the Jags.
Yeah, I do too, at least. I think Joe Burrow's going to have
I think A.J. Green is going to have his breakout game this year against the Jags secondary. Ugh. That's a mismatch. You might want to start him in fantasy too, A.J. Green.
Saints-Lions. Here you go.
Saints, that's probably the easiest matchup.
Saints, but is Michael Thomas back?
They do not know if he can play. He's back at practice, though.
All right, well, that helps.
I think Alvin Kamara, once again, is going to have 30 points against. I mean, he can do everything. There's another stat. Alvin Kamara would be wide receiver number 4 on the entire year if he took away all of his rushing stats. All of his catches, he'd be wide receiver number 4 ranked in the entire NFL.
That's nuts.
He carried.
And that's including his rushing yards, too. And he's not a bad rusher either. All right, give me the Chargers and Buccaneers. Give me the Buccaneers.
I am going Chargers this game.
Wow.
This is my upset of the week.
Okay.
The Chargers, Justin Herbert was hurt, but I don't know. Justin Herbert came into that game. Keenan Allen, that is insane. Another person I have in fantasy is Keenan Allen. He had 30 points last week. I don't buy into the Bucs hype.
You don't?
At all. No. I think they are just they play some pretty hard teams in their division.
What are they, 2-1 right now? Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, but they beat good teams.
I think the Chargers defense, even without Derwin James, is going to just completely decimate the Bucs.
They have Casey Hayward. They still have good players on that team.
Melvin Ingram.
Yeah.
Ingram
is Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa. He's playing.
Oh, he's playing. Nick Bosa is the one who tore his ACL.
Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram against the Bucs. O-line isn't bad, but it's not.
Give me Brady. Brady played so good last week. He looked tough.
Who did they play last week?
Who did Raiders? Was it the Raiders? No.
No.
That was the Saints.
I don't know. Whoever they played, they're probably bummy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going the Chargers. I don't care. Keenan Allen's gonna burn
Panthers.
Yeah, they play the Panthers. Panthers are like, what are they, 0-3 or they're 1-2?
Yeah, 1-2. All right, Next game we got Ravens and Washington. Give me Dwayne Haskins.
Ravens are going to blow them out by 40.
The Ravens are dropping 50 this game because they're coming off a win that they were just so mad about. Lamar's going to have 800 yards rushing. It's going to be a bad game for Washington.
You think the Ravens lost? It might have been week 3 or week 4 against the Browns last year. Didn't lose a single game the rest of the entire year. So I think it's going to be a pretty similar thing. I'm hoping they at least lose 3 games.
At least.
At least. There's really no hope for anyone else in the division.
And it's an easy schedule this year, too, so you know. All right, Cardinals and Panthers.
Cardinals.
Give me the Cards.
All the way.
Cards should have won last week, too.
Cardinals have been, since the preseason, have been like my playoff, like my favorite team going in the playoffs.
D-Hop, baby. Underappreciated.
I love DeAndre Hopkins. I love Kyler Murray out of Oklahoma.
Kyler Murray is also like a Russell Wilson, and he's so small. He's like 5'11",
I like
5'10",
Kyler.
5'11".
When I see Kyler, I wish that, like, sometimes I wish that the Browns had Kyler Murray instead of Baker Mayfield, just the way he plays, though.
He's so good. Vikings and Texans, the battle of the 0-3 teams. Give me the Vikings.
Let's see who I pick for that. I pick Texans just because
I mean, Texans
there's
aren't
no way
terrible.
they lose 4 in a row with Deshaun Watson.
Okay, but Kirk Cousins looked automatic last week.
Yeah, but look at the rest of the season. He's been so bad. That whole team has been bad.
Yeah. I mean, they're
It's
all...
a battle. I think Adam Thielen's going to have a really good... I think Adam Thielen's playing that game. He had...
Yeah, he had a... was it an ankle or a concussion, something like that?
I don't know.
He had
If
something.
Adam Thielen's playing, the Vikings could win. I don't know. I see the Texans winning. There's just no way.
All right, Giants and Rams. The Giants just can't get a break of the teams they're
Rams.
playing. Yeah, give me the Rams.
I mean, Jared Goff has been a sleeper the whole year.
He is, but yeah, he's still not... Yeah, he's all right. Last week he didn't prove anything.
Danny Dimes, I mean, he's not like...
Daniel Jones is actually not even... You know,
When
everyone hated on that pick that they did with Haskins and that.
I like that
I
pick.
like the pick now. Like, I was a hater. I was like, wow, you didn't pick Dwayne Haskins. They must have saw
No.
something in him that was like, wow. he's
Watching
better.
Ohio State every game that year, I don't think Dwayne Haskins. I didn't, and I still don't think he's an NFL quarterback.
I don't think...
He reminds me of Cardell Jones. He's like...
The NFL... The Ohio State does not produce any good
Ohio State
NFL.
is not good at QBs. I don't know where Daniel
Besides
Jones...
Joe Burrow.
Where, yeah, really. Where Daniel Jones come from out of college? I forget.
Duke.
Duke. Yeah, Duke is a basketball college, and he's still better than Ohio State's quarterback.
All right, Pats and Chiefs, a good game, and I'm going Mahomes, baby.
That was a hard one. Like, honestly, I think you have to go the Chiefs.
Nah,
But I could definitely see the Patriots.
I don't see
I
that.
could see Stephon Gilmore locking down Tyreek Hill, and then...
What about the other 8 receivers that they have? Are
Right.
good. David Robinson.
But Devin McCourty, Jason McCourty aren't bad.
Yeah, but their 1 through 5 receivers are just like, wow. Those guys can be 2,
And
at least
Mecole
2.
Hardman, Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill,
David Robinson, they're all good. Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
Clyde
Clyde
Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah,
They're all just good. There's weapons everywhere.
that's
You have to
why
guard them.
I'm going with the Chiefs, though. You have to. I mean,
Got to. And I do think they're still going back to back. This is my
it'll either be a blowout with the Chiefs, or it'll be like Patriots win by 3 or something crazy.
All right, Bills and Raiders. This is a good game. This is a really good game.
I like this. I love Josh Allen this year, but I'm going to go with the Raiders.
Really.
Yeah.
Derek Carr looks good. He looks tough.
I like Derek Carr.
And they have a hard schedule, too. They're playing tough teams. But give me the Bills.
They embarrassed the Saints.
Embarrassed
The Raiders
them.
embarrassed the Saints.
Bad.
And the Saints are really, really good this year. They're not like the greatest team ever or anything, but I think they're still a top 5 team. They've been the past 4 years.
I agree. But I'm going to go with the Bills. Josh Allen is top 3 for MVP racing right now, top 4. He looks like a stud.
I like Josh Allen. this
You know
year.
what I like about him is that he does not care. He just throws it. He will not like second guess himself.
I think he's leading the NFL in passing yards by like 100 yards.
and
or something
he can
crazy
run
like that.
too. He runs hard. He goes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
'Cause
you
he's
see
a
that
big
stiff arm he
body.
had? Yeah, he is. He's huge.
He's Ben Roethlisberger minus 30 pounds and
quicker.
with like Mitch Trubisky speed maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, not
No,
super high end speed.
I agree.
Like he's ran like a 4.7 maybe 4.6.
Yeah, he's quick. He's quick and he's strong too. He threw those guys off him like they're nothing. We got another decent game this week. Niners and Eagles. I mean,
The Niners, they have Nick Mullins starting. He wasn't that
he
bad.
played pretty good, and Jarrett McKinnon's back too.
George Kittle's back.
Jarrett McKinnon's playing, and he played pretty good last week. Jarrett McKinnon, he hasn't been on the field in forever.
He had like
hurt.
16 fantasy points for me. I picked him up because
That's smart. He's quick. He's a quick, elusive back. He's like a Tariq Cohen, but he's better than him. My opinion.
you have to go 49ers. I mean,
I went Niners.
even with Nick Bosa out the whole year, their defense is
Their
still
defense
nasty.
is still disgusting. And they won last week, and that Mullins guy threw for like 300 yards.
Yeah, Nick Mullins is not bad at all.
And
The Eagles have been stinking it
Is
up. all
Garoppolo
year.
coming back this week, or is it next week?
Next week.
Okay. Falcons and Packers. Another.
Packers.
Give me the Packers. All right, listen. Aaron Rodgers looks tough.
Dude,
Aaron Jones is
Alan
amazing.
Lazard from the Packers is so good.
Their
I don't
defense is
understand.
tough this year too.
They don't have Devontae Adams. They might not. I don't know. They haven't released it
Yeah,
officially
I saw
yet.
that too.
Even if they don't have Devontae Adams,
They're still
Alan Lazard and Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers are just unstoppable.
You gotta give the Falcons some credit though, because they're a good offensive team still. They have so many good receivers. There's no reason that team should have lost 2 of those games that they had the lead on. No way.
I can understand the Cowboys one, not the Bears. The Bears.
The Cowboys one, really? You literally let them have the onside kick.
Right, that was just a dumb mistake. Though.
And they didn't even go after the ball. They just let it sit there.
The Bears, they just played bad.
They were just bad in the fourth quarter. There's no way.
That's why I could see the Cowboys one because they made a mistake. Like that.
I could see that too. But
to put up 40 on the Cowboys while they.
But their defense is so unreliable. It's not even like their offense, but their offense has to score in the fourth quarter. I know they're probably trying to waste clock. 3 and out. Todd Gurley's got to do something. He doesn't do anything.
They don't know if Julio Jones will play this week either. He played
horrible last week. He got clamped. He had two.
He was out last week. The week before that, he was bad. He had 4 fantasy points. He dropped the touchdown.
Yeah, it's just
Calvin Ridley though. I like Calvin Ridley.
I do too. All right, let's go. We're going to move on to our last segment of the day, and that is going to be our top 10 quarterbacks as of week 3. But now as of week 4 now, but after 3 games.
Top 10 QBs in the league.
All right, let's start with 10.
Let's start at number 10. Well, let's say who we have.
All right, ready? Josh Allen.
I have Drew Brees at number 10, and
wow.
That's sad because he's my favorite player in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, if you look at his numbers.
Yeah, he's okay.
He has a little ducky as his arm.
Yeah,
he can't really throw.
After 5 yards, it's
He never really had he's never known for a cannon. He's more like
accurate.
You know, that's why him and Baker Mayfield get so many comparisons. Well, at least a couple years ago, because the accuracy. But Baker Mayfield can throw it deep.
Okay,
Drew
9.
Brees. Yeah.
Yeah, 9. Drew Brees for me.
I put Cam Newton at number 9.
Whoa.
Because Cam Newton, it gets so much hate. People forget he went 15-1. He was an MVP. And he lost to possibly one of the top 5 defenses of all time in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even by much.
Was it the Broncos?
Yeah,
that was tough. You're not beating that Broncos team. That Broncos team was tough.
Cam Newton, he had his collarbone was messed up, his shoulder for a couple of years.
I can't believe he didn't have a job until this year.
Yeah, they're gonna have to answer to why they didn't sign Cam Newton for
anyone
that minimum, but they signed Nick Foles. It's like
Andy Dalton, Jameis Winston. They're all making more money than Cam Newton. He played pretty rough last week. He had a rough week last week. Which, he still won the game. That's all right. If you win, you win, right? But, I have Drew Brees at, Cam Newton at my, 11 or 12 spot, probably. Around there. Him and Big Ben are probably right there. But Drew Brees is my 9. You still can't. I'm not putting Josh Allen.
I'm more going by talent rather than stats.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
But I could see. Stat wise, I could see that. All right. I got number 8. I got Josh Allen there at number 8.
I got TB12. Give me TB12.
I don't have Tom Brady on my list.
Really?
I don't think 3 years ago I would have had him. But yeah, I gotta go Josh Allen. He could honestly. I want him to go further up, but up the list, I can't see that he's better than the other QBs I have.
Yeah, the top 7 are tough.
I can maybe exchange my 6, 7, and 8 around. That's it. Top 5's a lock if you have to have a lock for top 5.
I got Brady there because Brady, he's in a new system, new coaching. This is just all new for him. It's like he's a rookie because he's been on the same program for how long? 20 years at least.
Yep.
So Brady played really good last week. He's been playing okay this year, but he's still playing better than Brees in my opinion. I do think that he's playing better than Brees, so give me Tom Brady there.
All right, my number 7, I have Dak Prescott at my number 7.
Whoa, I got Deshaun Watson at my number 7, which is maybe low, but what weapons does he really have? By talent,
Yeah, Deshaun Watson's underrated.
He's very underrated, very.
I have him higher.
I love him. But, I do think that you're 0-3. If you're that good of a quarterback that you're top 10, you got to have a winning record, which I'm putting him at 7, and that's generous for being 0-3 because he still puts up numbers with Will Fuller as your number 1 receiver.
I believe Dak Prescott's also 0-3. I would add him a little bit higher up my list, but they have
they're 2-1, I think.
Are they 2-1?
2-1, I think. Yeah.
No, their division, the Washington's leading, and they have 1 win.
No, because they won.
Oh no, they beat. They're 1. I think they're 1-2.
1-2.
They beat the Falcons. Yeah. And they lost he's 1-2.
Yeah.
But I think that's worse than Watson because Dak Prescott has all the weapons in the world, and he has only 1 more win.
I can see that, but I do.
That's why he's lower than Deshaun Watson.
All right, number 6.
I got Kyler Murray at my number 6.
I got Dak Prescott at my number 6 because I do think that Dak Prescott does have a lot of weapons, but if you really look at his weapons, Zeke's not like a passing running back. He's just a pounding guy.
But he is top 3 in the NFL.
Oh, no doubt.
So teams got to watch out for that.
I know, but if you're talking about weapons for Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper. That's all. That's all I really see. And CeeDee Lamb, he does have weapons. He's better weapons than Deshaun Watson for sure. Deshaun Watson.
That's why I put him lower on my list.
I could see that, yeah. 100%.
I have Kyler Murray at number 6. That's self-explanatory. He's had a breakout year.
Yeah.
He has DeAndre Hopkins. Kenyon Drake hasn't been that good, but he's still okay.
Kenyon Drake has really been a disappointment, though. Yeah. So
Kyler Murray takes over games in a way that Dak Prescott, Josh Allen, don't. So
I agree. All right, number
into top 5, I got Deshaun Watson at my number 5.
Give me Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray has proved to me that he is ready to win right now in the second year. He wasn't even supposed to play football in NFL.
He was supposed to go to the baseball.
Yeah. Instead, he said, "No, I'm playing football," and that's nuts because he made the right decision in my opinion.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson. We already explained Deshaun Watson. No weapons. He still gets it done.
Yeah,
he doesn't get the wins.
I don't hate the pick there because he's 5 through 7 in my opinion. He could be in any of those spots.
And number 4, surprise, I got Lamar Jackson at my number 4.
Oh my God!
Talent wise, he just doesn't get it done, and he has no excuse because his weapons, his entire offense is literally built around him. There's no excuse to not perform.
I can agree, but 4, give me Aaron Rodgers. I know Aaron Rodgers is probably higher on your list, but Aaron Rodgers is proving again because last year, it wasn't a great year for Aaron Rodgers. It was looking like he was going down the age slump.
They drafted Jalen Hurts.
Love.
Jordan Love, that's who it was. Jordan Love.
And I feel bad. He's like, you know what? You guys want to do that? Okay, I'm going to prove you guys wrong because now he just looks... He looks unstoppable.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like him old self. He's the MVP.
I got him in my fantasy draft on the 9th pick, so probably the steal of my entire...
Blessed. Yeah.
That shows you how underrated he was.
All right.
My number 3 is Aaron Rodgers.
Give me Lamar. I got Lamar still. Lamar, he played one bad game.
I just don't think that he's been that phenomenal this year, even against the people he was playing. He's just not. I don't think he's been Mahomes throwing 500 yards. He's not that much of a thrower anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Who did he play? He played the Browns bummy secondary. Didn't put up that many.
Who did he play week 2? Did he play? Oh God, I just can't think of it. Let me see. Texans,
terrible secondary.
Very bad. And he didn't even play that good that game. They didn't have that win locked, did they?
He barely
made it out.
Didn't have that good of a game against the Texans. He had a good game against the Browns, but the Browns
that Chiefs game was unacceptable.
You have 90 yards against the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs.
And the Chiefs don't have an elite defense. That's what I'm trying to say here.
They have top 10, maybe.
But. Oh, yeah. You're going to go against, the Bills. You're going to go against the Steelers. You're going to go against teams that have good defenses, better than the Chiefs. And you couldn't even put up any numbers on the Chiefs.
I don't think he's an MVP again. Maybe.
I don't think so either. I think Lamar right now isn't even... I think Josh Allen's higher than Lamar on MVP race right now.
I think this week against Washington, he's got to put a big game.
Yeah.
But
number 2.
As of right now, our number 2 would be I got Mahomes at number 2.
No! Don't do that to him. No.
Only because of the weapons that he has.
Woo! Oh, God.
We already discussed it.
I agree.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman. And then he has Sammy Watkins. Even their 5th string. He just threw a touchdown to his freaking left tackle. His offensive coordinator is the best in the NFL. One of the best in the NFL, if not the best.
Give me Russell for number 2 because I do think Russell still has... People always say that Russell doesn't have good wide receivers. Come on. DK Metcalf.
This year he does have
Tyler Lockett. He has
Chris Carson.
Chris Carson is looking nuts.
Well, obviously this means that he has Mahomes at 1 and I have Russell.
Yeah, but I do agree that Russell is really good, and I'm not saying that he's not, but Mahomes is coming off a Super Bowl win. An MVP year that he still didn't win it because Lamar just had.
I think they're 1A and 1B. They're not, or 1A and then 1A as well. So I don't know.
I can agree with that.
They're the same, but I'm gonna put Russell Wilson just because. He's older. He has the veteran mindset. But he's 31 now. He's been doing it for 8 years straight. or 7 or 8 years, however long he's been in the NFL.
I'm going to go but still with Mahomes because Mahomes doesn't get – I do think that people think Russell Wilson and Lamar, but really Mahomes, in my opinion –
I can see him being
he like I wouldn't want to play him, and I feel bad for people in his division because he's just so good. He's so versatile. He can run. He runs faster than Josh Allen. He throws the farthest in the NFL probably. He's so accurate. He can throw on the run. He does this fancy stuff. They do all this crazy stuff, and he doesn't turn over the ball. That's the number one reason why I have him at 1. He doesn't turn over the ball ever.
He doesn't
make stupid mistakes.
What is it, in the month of September, he's had 30 touchdowns and 0 interceptions?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
He doesn't throw picks. He doesn't turn over the ball.
That's one thing about Russell Wilson. He does throw interceptions.
Because you got to take chances sometimes.
But his O-line is so bad. Yeah. He has one of the worst O-lines. He has one of the worst passing defenses. Their passing defense is the last ranked in the entire NFL. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I think the Chiefs have a better defense. I think the Chiefs have a better O-line.
And they have better
weapons. I think Tyreek Hill, I would take their Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, etc. over DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett any day.
I think
even though they're not bad, but I would take the best tight end in the league and a top 10 wide receiver over
the fastest receiver too.
Yeah. Over 2 top 20 receivers.
Yeah, I'm still just going to take Mahomes there. It can go both ways, though, because honestly, Mahomes and Wilson are just having great years already. They're both, right there. They're both leading their divisions, right? Are they both undefeated still? Yeah, both undefeated. Seattle's undefeated.
I think so, yeah, they are.
Yeah, well, it can go both ways because they're both winners, as you can tell. They're playing. It's not like the Chiefs and Seattle are playing these horrible teams, you know what I mean? They're going against teams like the Ravens, Cowboys, New England.
Right.
The Texans are. The Texans are 0-3, but come on, you started off with the Chiefs, Ravens,
Texans
and Steelers.
are going to be okay, but
they're not. They're going to probably get 7 wins, probably. I do think that because honestly, I do think they had a tough schedule. The first 3 games were tough. Steelers, Ravens, Chiefs. Those teams are just all dominant.
I think that might probably be all the time we have left.
Yeah,
we're cutting it close.
This is a long episode because we didn't record for the last couple days. So we're gonna cap it off here.
I think next week we might do the top 5 running backs or wide receivers. I think that.
I agree. Yeah, we'll do that, or we can do skill players, or we can do let's do that. I'm in.
Perfect. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
A long episode. Perfect.
Dyl Bill, episode 3.
Have to see you next Tuesday or Thursday, depending on what we feel like doing.